Hey there, cats and kittens. Welcome. My name is Alonda Carter, and I am the recovering Hunbot. I create anti-MLM, that's anti-multi-level marketing videos, and on occasion, I dip my toes into true crime. But if you think about it, isn't multi-level marketing criminal? Now, just so you know, so we can get semantics out of the way, this type of business model has many different names: multi-level marketing, direct sales, network marketing, pyramid sales, social selling, all kinds of things. And I am using multi-level marketing so that we are clear on our semantics. Today's video is about a company. I guess you could say that I've covered it before, but there's been a change. Please do not send any hate to anyone involved in this type of a business structure, anyone involved in the company that I'm going to cover. Be kind to each other in the comments and be kind to me. I am critiquing a business model that I find problematic. This video is based on my research, experience, and opinion. Please do your own research. The sources I use are in the description, so now let's get to it. Well, it looks like the company Ring Bomb Party rebranded and is now called Bomb Party. The new logo was revealed November 2nd of 2020 on their Facebook page. The website ringbombparty.com is no longer active, but bombparty.com is. In the article, 4 reasons MLM companies end up in court on the Talented Ladies Club website, we are told many companies rebrand after a legal issue to avoid negative association. Finding court records and lawsuit resolutions is hard enough without the company operating under a new name. So if an MLM needs to escape a bad reputation, they'll rebrand. Ring Bomb Party started in 2017, and in 2020, 3 years later, they rebranded. I find that a bit odd, and it makes me think that there is the possibility that they're trying to escape their reputation, which wouldn't surprise me. While the company rebranded as Bomb Party, it is the same as Ring Bomb Party LLC, as indicated in their terms and conditions. I found evidence that a Lillian Sanchez registered a federal trademark for Ring Bomb Party Monday, January 9th of 2017. However, the current federal status of this trademark is abandoned for failure to respond or late notice. Currently, there's a live trademark application for Bomb Party that is awaiting examination. It was filed October 15th of 2020 by Ring Bomb Party LLC. I can only speculate that the rationale for rebranding relates to the problems Ring Bomb Party faced with their many complaints on the Better Business Bureau. But I know some of those Ring Bomb Party hunts came along because they're trying to make everything seem like it's so fabulous, and they left these great reviews. I'm kind of thinking that they were told to go and do that because they're trying to, reposition things, and they don't really want people to know what's happening. Just speculating. There was another company that also recently rebranded, and it's fairly young. It's called Mascara, and they rebranded as Saint, S-E-I-N-T. If you get a bad reputation, one thing you can do is to change your name. It was discovered on the Better Business Bureau that there is another name associated with Ring Bomb Party, and that is Isabel Coleman is listed as the co-owner. Something that makes me very uncomfortable about Bomb Party is the lack of transparency. You have no idea when you go to the website who owns the company. There is no story about how the company formed. You get no information so that you can further fact check and investigate, do your due diligence. Granted, I know doing due diligence is not what most people do when it comes to joining one of these business opportunities. The about section that is there is, I would say, just rather vague at best. The mission statement does little to provide anything of substance and is very similar to other companies which use this type of business model, which is multi-level marketing. Although there's no information about those owners on the website, I finally did find something on a Facebook post. The Better Business Bureau listed Lillian Sanchez and Isabella Goldman. However, their names are now Lillian Coleman and Isabella Goldman. I'm thinking that they must be related, probably sisters or something, but since they're not transparent, it's not really out there so that you can find out. In case they are sensitive, I covered their faces. Granted, as owners of a company, they are public figures, but sometimes such public figures are, well, sensitive. According to Isabella's Instagram account, she is the COO of Ring Bomb Party. And even though she's a public figure and I'm not sure who the person is next to her, and they might be sensitive, so I covered their faces. This story is posted on Facebook October 18th of 2020, and we learned that one of the women is a cancer survivor. So am I. And one thing that bothers me as a survivor is when cancer is used as an emotional weapon related to a business opportunity. I find it distasteful, and I find it distasteful for these business opportunities also to use like giving to charity as a way to legitimize what they offer. Like other businesses similar to this, you are told that you will become a business owner. But is this really true? Isn't it more like you are an independent contractor who only makes money if you sell these rings and make more money if you recruit? So that no one can dispute what I'm saying about being an independent contractor in their terms and conditions. You are told that you are an independent contractor. You are not a business owner. Just like when Bomb Party was branded as Ring Bomb Party, they used the same tactics for offering this type of opportunity. The company website states that the jewelry revealed can have a retail value of up to $1,000. I wonder, do you think the likelihood of somebody getting a ring that's actually worth and can be appraised by a jeweler for $1,000, do you think that happens routinely? I've not found any kind of stats that show the number of rings revealed over the course of the year and the value, the retail value, the actual retail value that's appraised by a jeweler. I haven't been able to find anything like that. The website tells us there are 3 steps to joining this opportunity. The first one is to order your inventory. Step 2 is to let the fizz begin. Once you receive your inventory, it's time to party. You can sell through Bomb Party's point of sale system on Facebook Live, in store boutiques, and more. And step 3 is to get paid to party. As a Bomb Party hostess, you will earn between 20 to 35% profit on all personal sales, plus bonus commissions from your downline. Now, that's the bomb. I emphasize downline because that is very key when it comes to multi-level marketing. In general, you cannot make a livable wage just selling what an MLM offers. You make more money by recruiting people and getting them to sign up underneath you. The starter kit is $49 plus you need to purchase $350 worth of inventory, which is about 25 of these ring bombs. So basically it is $400 to start. Like other such opportunities, you need to stay active. In this instance, you need to have 350 personal volume points, which means you must sell or purchase enough so that you get these points. The rebranded website does not provide any forward-facing information for what their hostesses pay for the ring bombs, and that should be a red flag. And here's the compensation plan. The link where you can download the PDF doesn't work. Then again, many of the links on their rebranded website are not functional as of the date of this recording. Maybe they will take a moment and fix this, but who knows? Personally, I find it hard to take a business seriously when there's a lot of links broken on a website. And I find it extra hard to think everything is on the up and up when so much of it is hidden from the public. It doesn't pass my sniff test whatsoever. Kind of smells like a big old stack of bologna sandwiches, you know? Now I cropped the previous page since that image is so tiny, a complex compensation structure should be a huge red flag. I have seen other compensation plans that are worse in terms of their complexity. But if you need to use a whiteboard to explain how someone is paid as you try to get someone to sign up, I would be concerned. How you are paid should be straight up and totally clear without requiring anyone to solve a Rubik's Cube within 30 seconds. And if you make more money by getting people to sign up underneath you, recruit, that should be another huge red flag. If you are required to have personal volume and team volume to earn money, that's another red flag. If the company does not have a published income disclosure statement that is forward facing to the public, red flag. And neither Ring Bomb Party nor Bomb Party has published their income disclosure statement so that the public can see it. Even if they did, you need to understand that the chance of making the highest level and making that big money is extremely, extremely small. Now, with further research, I did find that Bomb Party does have an income disclosure statement. They just don't publish it for the public to see it. Keeping this out of the public eye concerns me. What are you hiding? Why can't the public see this? Granted, since I've reviewed many income disclosure statements and they all show the same thing, that most people are at the bottom rank and typically less than 1% are at the top. So it seems rather suspicious to me if you are a Bomb Party rep that you are going to be making a livable wage just by shilling these rings. I want you to think about how much you need to spend for the potential to have an opportunity to, quote, earn money. Are you spending more than what you're bringing in? Now, I'm going to put a link to Dr. John Taylor's research, and I believe it was over 400 compensation plans that he examined. The FTC refers to this study, and when you hear people say that 99% of people don't make money, it's from Dr. Taylor's research. The rebranding to Bomb Party gives you no information in terms of what you can expect to make. Referring back to what was published as Ring Bomb Party, the income potential is a bit scant. Think about how much time it takes to have just one party and all the expenses involved. Now, I did find a website that gave a review and did a good job for the compensation plan. Again, there's a link to that in the description, and I am going to provide that for you right here. One ring bomb sells for $17.95, and as a consultant, you receive 20% commission, which is $3.59. As the image above shows, if you host a party and sell 15 ring bombs, you'll make $53 profit. Remember, you have to pay tax on your earnings because you're self-employed. You're an independent contractor. You're looking at around 25%. That brings your profit to $39.75. Let's say you Let's say your ring party goes on for an hour plus 30 minutes of setup, 30 minutes to clean up. You'll have plenty of customer questions before the party. So let's say that will take about an hour to answer or so. Then you'll have to package and send off the rings you sold that you revealed. Let's assume that takes about 2 hours for packaging, addressing, and sending those off at the post office. So now you're in this about 5 hours. So that 39.75 divided by 5 equals 7.95 an hour. And assuming you're actually selling 15 ring bombs, if you only sell 10 ring bombs, you'll make $5.38 an hour. Plus, there are these party games and prizes. And guess what? Those prizes, those cost, and you also have to mail them, and mailing them costs too. And what happens when you run out of family and friends? Overall, you are competing with those who bring in thousands of views. Will you be able to afford to keep getting more product from this company? And will people continue to buy from you? And if so, for how long? I know there was this one gal that I watched on YouTube, and then like a year later, she was no longer selling these. But boy, she was all in when she made her YouTube videos. This type of company does not want you to think about the expenses. And certainly, they don't want you to listen to critics like me. After all, they'll just say anyone who is saying anything negative is a hater. I'm actually trying to show you the reality of what this type of opportunity provides, which is nothing more than you spending money and wasting time. You will need to constantly have new inventory when there are new releases because you want to offer that new thing. But what if you have not sold what you have? Then you just keep buying more, hoping someone will buy it. And before you get too excited that you reveal a ring that's worth hundreds of dollars, the suggested retail value is not the same thing as one of these rings actually selling for that amount in a store. SRV, suggested retail value, is made up by the company. Therefore, it's not reliable. It's to their benefit that they will make the value higher than what it's actually worth. How long can you dress up in silly hats in an attempt to grab people's attention and to continue shilling these things? It's going to get really hard and really old after a while. And what happens when no one wants to order? Oh, you drop in a ring and you fizz it, and then it's been revealed. But guess what? Someone might not ever buy it, and there you are stuck with it. So, yeah, totally sounds like a party to me. I think it becomes pretty clear you can't make a livable wage just by selling these rings. And remember, this is a potential. There is no guarantee. But that is not the point because if you are not successful, then you'll be told you just didn't work hard enough and you just have to do better in the future. This type of opportunity places the blame squarely on you. It never considers the structure, even though if you do the math, you find out it is impossible to keep this going on indefinitely. I think it is very telling that it says this is where the big earnings are made and shows that people are signing up underneath someone, meaning you need to recruit. That's where the cabbage is being made. You get it? Really think about how much is going into that cost to be active, to have multiple parties each week, fizzing lab-created rhodium-plated rings that sparkle temporarily until the plating wears off or the stones fall out, which have been reported numerous times to the Better Business Bureau. I'll put a link to all those complaints as well. Giveaways, games, prizes, postage to send out the rings and possibly need to return them to home office, the ticket price to attend the annual conference, plus airfare, plus hotel, plus car rental, plus food, it adds up really quick. And there's usually other things that they have going on as well. Ask yourself if the cost is worth the benefit you believe you will receive. Does this really seem viable? I don't think so. A few will make money and they will depend on the need to constantly recruit others because people drop out and then they have to fill those holes to keep their rank and to get those various bonuses. Do your own research on this type of home business. Please research and look at what both sides say. And you may want to check out what people are saying on Reddit over on r/ANTIMLM. You might be really surprised. Note to self, if an opportunity is billed as a trend that's taking over social media, there's a good chance you are late in the game. What you are told you get to become a consultant is not terribly impressive. Then again, any company that uses this type of model is one you really need to dig in deep and do your homework about. Their goal is to get you hooked and believing that as long as you keep going, you won't fail. Failure only happens if you quit. And that's utter nonsense. In the Better Business Bureau response to one of the many complaints when Bomb Party was branded as Ring Bomb Party, the responder admits that their suggested retail price is not the same as a jewelry appraisal. If you get one of these rings and are all giddy because it's some kind of magical unicorn fancy ring, get it appraised. I have a feeling that giddiness will dissipate. How easy is the return policy? You have to get the ring back to the distributor, and then the distributor needs to mail it back to Bomb Party. I highly doubt that bomb party pays for the postage. So that's one of those hidden expenses for anyone who's deciding to sign up for this business opportunity. Bomb party terms and conditions prohibits their bomb party reps from disclosing their income. To me, that is a red flag. If someone cannot tell me how much they are making, that's going to make me question it more. I want to know, what are all their expenses? What's the money going out versus what's the money coming in for selling these things? If you are a party rep, you might want to check this out close, because it says that you're not to bully others, because I have seen some really choice comments made by reps on my videos. And really, it's just nothing more than personally attacking me. And that's not very professional. Imagine if other companies did that, that their people are just going out and personally attacking people. That doesn't really look very good on your end. And it certainly doesn't prove that you have joined anything that's legit. It is just another red flag. And people are pointing out things that they're finding problematic with this opportunity. And you just don't like that. And you feel like you are being attacked, but no one is attacking you. It is the structure. It is the problem with this type of business. Any day of the week, any hour, you are bound to find someone hosting a live bomb party. To lure people to the party, hostesses will ask you if you will reveal a $1,500 ring or use the phrase diamond hunting. I find that to be rather deceptive. Do we know if anyone has received a ring revealed that is worth $1,500, meaning it was appraised by a jeweler, not told suggested retail value by Bomb Party? How do we know the worth? How do we know that what you're being told these are worth by their, suggested retail value means anything? You really need a third party jeweler to verify that whatever this number is matches up. Otherwise, it's just fabricated. I know some people think it's fun to watch all of this and they just don't see the harm, but I see a lot of problems. First, I will say there are some talented ladies who do wow the crowd, but again, you're going to be competing with them. Are you going to be able to? I would much rather see anyone who has their eye set on joining this opportunity to create their own Etsy store and offer their own creations locally. If you search Ring Bomb Party recipe, you can find out exactly how to create a custom bomb bath with a ring inside. There's a link to this article in the description, and the article provides the ingredients and instructions. Two websites where you can find custom rings are AliExpress and Alibaba. I have a feeling you'll get more support from friends and family in your community if you don't join this quote opportunity and choose to create your own things. By the way, there are plenty of Ring Bomb Party rings available on Poshmark. I can only guess that hostesses quit because they were losing money, and so they're now trying to sell these, or that these are hostesses who did reveals and nobody wants what was revealed. Those who are into these little ring bombs, they want to, for some reason, watch them fizz live on Facebook, and all of that absolutely befuddles me. I feel really bad for those who join and expect for this to be the ticket, especially right now with so many people out of work during the pandemic. Overall, people join this type of opportunity when they are vulnerable, like they've lost their job, or there's been a death in the family, there's an illness, or maybe a pandemic. Due to the uncertainty in the world, companies like this have seen an uptick in people joining. What makes me most sad is that there are instances in which people will spend their last bit of money to join something like this because they are hoping that this is that thing that's going to be bringing in money. And then they don't get what they expect. I am worried about those who've recently joined and are putting their all into making this work. How much are they spending to get all set up with those prizes, games, the ring bombs, the decorations, and whatever else they feel that they need to entice people to make a purchase? The thing is, those who join are victims of this type of opportunity and unknowingly become the perpetrators and continue to sell the dream of financial freedom and time freedom to others because their critical thinking has been shut down. On many of my videos, I have shared how companies use this type of business model, and I've aligned it to Stephen Hassan's BITE model. I've spoken out about undue influence and the coercive techniques that are also used. All high control groups use the exact same tactics. If you want to know more about this, my friend Chris Shelton provides a lot of great information on his channel. He is a former Scientologist and is working on his master's in psychology on coercive control. Also, John Atack, another former Scientologist and friend of mine, he has another channel that has a lot of helpful information, and I will link both of their channels in the description. I will say I am glad more people are reporting to the FTC about their MLM experiences. And if for some reason you don't feel comfortable making a report to the FTC, you can do so with Truth in Advertising, which is a watchdog agency. If you want to report to the FTC, I did make a video about how you do that, and I'll put a link to that in the description as well. Here's where you'll file on Truth in Advertising. So what do you think about Ring Bomb Party and rebranding to Bomb Party? Do you think they're trying to escape a bad reputation or what? I'm really concerned about anyone who chooses to join, especially right now. I really am. If you are doing your due diligence before joining, I hope you found this useful and it gives you something to, pause and reconsider. There are a lot of anti-MLM advocates on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Many of us were victimized by this business structure. And myself, I have great compassion and empathy for those who choose to join. I just hope that they don't waste too much time or lose too much money. And I expect the bomb party Huns will leave disparaging remarks. And those are always personal attacks because somebody is speaking out about, the thing they joined. I get it that they are not in a place to step back and analyze anyone who is criticizing this opportunity. If and when you do wake up from the MLM dream, we are here for you and welcome you to join in the fight. Thanks for spending time with me. And remember, you're beautiful and I love you.